What's good, everybody? It's Jonah. Come back at another video. So this video is going to be about time and highlighting the importance of the present moment. And with this video, I'm here to remind you to stop worrying how long it's going to take. Stop worrying about how much time it takes to get from where you are now to where it is that you're going. The reason why you need to stop worrying about the time itself is because it will happen at the right place at the right time when it is ready for you, when it is best for you. See, I think a lot of people, they can have goals and dreams, right? Of course, we're human, right? There's things that we want to accomplish, there's things that we want to be, do, or have, right? All these great things. And sometimes we can have sort of like a mental timeline as far as how much time we think it should take to get to where it is that we're going. And if we're not there by that certain amount of time, we begin to wonder or question if it'll ever happen, or wonder, what is the actual time that it's going to take. And I'm here to tell you, yeah, you need to stop worrying about that. Stop worrying about that, because that is absolutely out of your control, right? You can control the things that you can control, right? The actions, the energy that you're putting out. Allow everything else to do its job. Allow the universe to work. I think a lot of people question the time that things might take because they might feel pressure to have to be the one to have all the answers, that they feel pressure to think that they have to be the ones to piece everything together. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be the one to have all the answers, right? Everyone in life has always been assisted by other people, right? Even if you think you're a lone wolf, right? At one point in life, you were a baby. And being a baby, that means your parents or whoever was in charge of you, adults, had to take care of you in order for you to grow from a baby to a child, right? So you were raised by other people. Other people helped you. You learned information from other people. Of course, you picked up information from life experiences, but you also learned things from other people, right? You've been assisted. You were helped, right? And so you don't always need to have all the answers, because there are so many variables that are happening behind the scenes that are out of your awareness that will also play a factor. So sometimes we might think that if we're moving at a certain pace, then it's going to take, if we look at it, then it's going to take years for us to get to where it is that we're going. But you don't know what's in store on your journey. You don't know what other miracles or blessings might unfold to help propel you to where it is that you're going, that you can end up getting there faster. But the thing is like, you shouldn't really be worried about the time, because a lot of times people are fixated. When people are fixated about how long it's going to take, then it's often because their mind has drifted off elsewhere, and they're not present in the present moment. Like give you an example. If we were in a car ride, say we were driving 3 hours to a destination, right? We were traveling with friends and family. If this was a car ride where no one was talking, everyone was minding their business, there's no music playing, and it's just silence, right? Those car rides can end up feeling as though it's taking a lot longer, because in most cases, you just want to arrive at your destination and you're not interested in being and sitting in the car in silence, right? But in those moments where during the car ride, everyone's having conversation, everyone's laughing, everyone's telling stories, everyone's bringing up memories, the music's playing, right? And everyone is thoroughly engaged. Then it almost feels like the car ride that's 3 hours long, right? The same amount of time as driving 3 hours in silence. At the 3-hour car ride, when everyone is having a good time, that 3-hour car ride can end up feeling 15 minutes. And people wonder where all the time went, right? That's because everyone is having a good time. Everyone is enjoying themselves, right? You notice that when you're enjoying yourself, you're not paying attention to the time. You're not worried about the time, right? This is how you can be all day, every day for the rest of your life, right? It's possible, right? And you should strive for that. And when you strive for that and you are able to experience immense amounts of joy, right? Then you don't worry about being anywhere else. You're not thinking about being anywhere else, right? A lot of times people can have these dreams about their life and how they see it, and then they'll return back to reality, look at their set of circumstances and their situation, and then immediately feel bad because they're not already at their dream life. I'm here to tell you that divine timing is a real thing. God's timing is a real thing. You are exactly where you need to be. So I want you to make peace with where you're at. You making peace with where you're at, it's what's going to allow you to make space for the things that you want. You making peace in your life right now is effectively you being present in the present moment, is you feeling happy and being grateful for how things are. Because some of us think that our situation is the worst situation that there's ever been, until you realize that there's plenty of other people out there that are in much worse situations or living in much worse conditions than you are, right? Things can always be worse for you. And a lot of times people don't ever put things in perspective or don't like to think about it that way, right? I understand wanting to be somewhere, wanting to progress and to create your dream life. When you have that picture, right? Have that picture make you feel good, because that is the movie for what's to unfold in your life. But then you can also return back to your present moment and also appreciate where things are. Also appreciate that it's going to be a journey from where you are to where it is that you want to go, and it's going to be so much fun. And appreciate the time gap in it, right? Because I think a lot of folks want to have the power to just snap their fingers and immediately travel to that future life, being in that future position, right? To create that immediately right now. But what you need to understand is, if you can create anything at a snap of a finger, how are you supposed to be truly grateful for it? How are you supposed to truly appreciate it, right? Because if you could snap your fingers and create that, then you can snap your fingers and create anything. So then nothing is ever going to truly be meaningful to you, because at a snap of a finger, you can create it whenever you want or get rid of it whenever you want. So it's never going to ever, nothing is ever going to feel meaningful, right? This life experience feels meaningful because we can get clear in our minds of where it is that we want to go. But then we can also appreciate where we are right now and have fun here, knowing that it is inevitable for us to get over there, to get towards our destination, right? For those folks who are wondering how long it's going to take, a lot of times people spend time worrying or wondering, right? Because their mind is over there. Their mind is just stuck in the future, and so they struggle to navigate the present because they feel that they're out of place. They feel that they should be somewhere else than they're not, right? When you are exactly where you need to be. And that's the beauty, that's the blessing. You are exactly where you need to be. It sounds unheard of if you're in a position that seems undesirable, right? It sounds so weird to be told that you're in the perfect place, to be told that, you know, it's important to make peace, but that's the reality of it. Because see, in this life, everything is energy. Everything is made up of energy. All you can Google this if you want. I'm literally telling you as a fact. All matter that exists in this planet is energy, because at the molecular level, everything's made up of atoms, and atoms are made up of energy. So all matter, anything you can experience with your senses, that you can see, that you can touch, anything that like is a solid, liquid, or gas, right? Everything that exists in our world is matter, which means everything's made up of atoms, which means everything's energy. So everything is energy. Even if something is solid, right? Like right now, you hear that knocking, that's me tapping my desk. It's solid because it's an object. I can't just put my hand through it unless I break it. But even if it's solid, it's not actually truly solid. It's hollow on the inside because it's energy. So that means everything is energy. We are a ball of energy, right? So we live in an ocean of motion, right? Energy is always moving. The desk, it is a solid object, right? And it's not moving, but it's always moving because it's energy. Energy is always moving, right? So everything on this planet is energy, and like attracts like. That is the basis of the universe. So you're always vibrating energy because you're a ball of energy. So if you're vibrating positive energy, which is you vibrating positive emotion, right? You feeling good, being happy, being joyful, right? You vibrate positive emotion, then positive things, positive energy is going to make its way back to you. And the same goes for negative energy. You're vibrating negative energy, you put that out, and that's what gets attracted to you. So you have the power to create your life as well. This is why you've created everything in your life. And this is why everyone needs to take responsibility for life, right? Because even if things appear to be bad, just as though you were able to create that, you can create the good in your life. You can create the life that you want. And if you're spending time wondering how long it's going to take, wondering when you're going to get over there, then guess what? You're probably going to be vibrating negative energy because you're going to be anxious and worried for the fact that you're not over there and you should be over there, rather than you creating the vision that that's where you want to one day be, right? But being grateful and appreciative of being in that position now, because you understand that the energy you put out is what's going to attract that into your life and bring that into your life, right? So you feeling good is what's attracting good things into your life and what's creating positive things in your future. Then you are in fact creating your life. You're creating your life all the time. So when I say stop wondering how long it's going to take, I'm saying that because I'm sharing with you a deeper message, because I'm sharing with you the keys. I'm giving you the information that's important to you, right? If you're able to make peace with your life and where you're at now, and if you truly accept it and believe that you are in the perfect place, like you're exactly where you need to be, then you can make peace with that. Then you can be grateful for the things that you have, because your life right now, whatever it is you're dealing with, it could be a lot worse, because for a lot of folks, it's a lot worse, right? So be grateful that things are the way they are. Be grateful that you have the power to create the life that you want. Be grateful that you have the power to change the things that you are probably not content with and turn that into things to be happy about. Be grateful that there is a time delay between, the things that you ask for and when you get it, because that time delay allows you to get clear in your mind as far as what you want, right? If you could wish for anything, someone at a snap of a finger might want to spawn an elephant because they've never seen an elephant. And then guess what? The elephant spawns right above them and then breaks through their ceiling into their home. You won't, at first it sounded good that you want an elephant, and then when you were given an elephant, it destroyed half your house. And then that probably wasn't the brightest idea, right? So you can see how for some people being given the power is probably not the best thing, right? That's of course a silly example, but that is one of the reasons why there's a time delay. So then you can actually think things through. You can actually get clear in your mind the things that you actually want. And then there is the satisfaction of the journey, because if there was never a journey and we can just get anything we want whenever we want it, how could we ever truly appreciate anything? How could we ever truly experience these great things, right? It would be hard to, or virtually impossible to do that. So whatever it is that you want out of life, whatever dreams and whatever it is you're going after, right? Stop worrying how long it's going to take. Appreciate where you are at now. Appreciate your position. Appreciate the things that you can do and have fun. Just like in the road trip, when everyone's having a conversation, having a good time, time is going by. No one's paying attention about the time. And like, before you know it, you'll end up arriving at your destination and you didn't even notice because you were laughing the whole time, right? That is how you should be living your life, appreciating it and where you are at right now, and not worrying about any other variables, or right? Because you and I, we only know what's going on in our immediate lives. We don't know all of the things that's going on in everyone else's lives, all of the variables that are happening behind the scenes. We have such a small view of all the events that are happening behind the scenes, that are being organized to help us get to where it is that we're going. If we think that we have to be the ones to figure it out, or we have to be the ones to make it happen, then we'll lose our minds. Then it'll feel as though like that we'll never get to where it is that we're going. But there's so many instances where someone randomly came out of nowhere and assisted us on our journey, or gave us the information or the answer that we were looking for to help us get to where we were going, and we didn't even have to lift the finger, right? It happens all the time. Miracles and blessings happen in the lives of people all the time. So you can be in a situation where you can be making a set amount of income and you have a dream home. And then for a lot of people, they want to be in their dream home, but then they think that they can't afford it. So they think that it'll never happen. Or if it does, that they'll finally be able to get to that dream home when they're 80 years old based on their income. Who said you need to be the one to buy the house, right? Sure, the house can be on sale, but who said you had to be the one to buy the house, right? Obviously, ownership can be exchanged without payment, right? Obviously, people can gift things. You never know if someone might gift you that house, right? You never know. Or who said you have to be the one to work every single day for that money, right? What if an opportunity falls on your lap that can give you the lump sum, exactly the amount that you needed for the house, right? You didn't, you can't predict that, right? So a lot of times people don't allow life to happen. They're just so worried about, oh, how long is it gonna take, how, right? And they just keep thinking about the time. They keep thinking about how far they are. Don't worry about that. Your life can change so fast. Just enjoy and have fun now. Be happy, vibrate the positive energy, because if you vibrate the positive energy, that's how you make space for the blessings and the things that are meant to be in your life. That's how you create great things in your life, right? And then you'll end up being an amazing person, and life will be so much fun, and it'll feel like it's all happening and unfolding easily and effortlessly for you, right? You'll stop wondering how long it's gonna take to get to where it is that you're going. Stop wondering. Just enjoy the journey. Just have fun. That's why we're here. We're here. We're not here to accomplish anything, even though that for some people that helps with the happiness. But we're truly here to be happy. We're not here to accomplish things or have all these accolades or go after this or that, right? We're just here to be happy. So if you're choosing to be happy right now, everything else will fall into place. And when you're happy, you feel amazing. And when you feel amazing, you're not thinking about wanting to be anywhere else but here right now, because you feel so good. Because in that moment is the only moment that matters. So if you can find a way to be happy more often, more of the time, then you are effectively exactly where you need to be. And if you're exactly where you need to be, then once again, perfect place, perfect time, everything else is going to unfold. So stop allowing yourself to worry about how long it's going to take, right? So many people just, it's all they think about is whether it's worth it to go after that thing, whether it's right, like they just keep thinking about the time, thinking about, and it makes them feel out of place. You're exactly where you need to be, and trust it, right? Just be happy, make peace with where you are, and the rest of the pieces are going to fall into place. So that rest of the video, enjoy the video, to leave a like and subscribe as you're on the road to a million subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.